In Shmais Ches, Pasuk Ches, from these psukim, we might be able to see the secret of what we can do that Hashem should accept our tefillas. It says by the Makkah of Tzvardim, of frogs, when Paro asked Moshe to remove the frogs, to remove that Makkah. It says in the Pasuk Ches, Shmos Ches, Pasuk Ches, Vayetze Moshe v'Aaron me'im Parei. Moshe and Aaron went out from Parei. Vayitzak Moshe el Hashem. Moshe screamed out to Hashem regarding the Tzvardim, that Hashem should remove the Tzvardim. And the question is, by no other Makkahs where Moshe was asked to remove the Makkahs, it says that he davened. But here, by the Tzvardim, it says something different. Vayitzak Moshe el Hashem. Moshe had to scream to Hashem. He had to cry and scream. Why here was it different than all the other Makkahs? The Pirush HaTur al HaTorah says that Moshe had to scream. The kivin the Omar hispoer olai v'tola hagdula boy hutzrach lehitz ames batfila. Because we know in Pasuk Hey, Shmos Ches Pasuk Hey, when Paro asked Hatiru el Hashem, pray to Hashem, v'yoser hatzvardim mimeni umeami, that he take away the frogs, this Makkah. Moshe said to Parai, he's a very strange thing. Moshe said to Parai, hispoer olai, test me when you want it to be removed. L'mosai ati l'chora. Test me whenever you want. You want it to be removed now? No. Or you want it to be removed tomorrow or whenever? So the process of Moshe Rabbeinu said, hispoer olai, to test me. In other words, I can do it, I can remove it, I can ask Hashem to remove it whenever you want. And the Pirush HaTur al HaTorah says, the kivin the Oma hispoer olai v'tola hagdula boy. And he says, test me, try me. And hispoer olai, and Moshe Rabbeinu attributed the greatness to him. In other words, that he can accomplish it whenever you want it to be removed. I will ask Hashem to remove it. So the Torah says that since he said such a wording, v'tola hagdula boy, he attributed the greatness that he can accomplish this feat to remove the mark of the Tzvardim whenever Paro tells him to do it. So in other words, he attributed the greatness of this, that he can do it sort of whenever he wants. So since there was Gaiva involved by Moshe Rabbeinu, his tefillah had to work harder. And we already see from here the secret of davening. The secret of davening is anivos. If somebody is humble, then Hashem will more readily accept his tefillahs. But here he said something which seems to imply, Tola Gdula Boy. He attributed the greatness to this accomplishment that he could accomplish, and it seems a little bit gaivadik. That's why he had to hutzrach lihis ametz batfila. That's why he had to daven harder. So we already see that the humble person's tefillas will be more readily accepted by Hashem. That means we would have to work on ourselves to be humble before we daven, and then Hashem will more readily accept the tefillas. But the question maybe on this is, how can we possibly say that Moshe Rabbeinu said, test me, in other words, that I'm going to be doing it, to Hutzrach, B'tol HaGedula Boy, he attributed the greatness of being able to accomplish this by removing the tzvardim. Hutzrach his B'tol HaGedula Boy, he sort of said, if I could do it, you test me. How could we say possibly that there's gaiva involved? Because in Pasuk Vav, it says, when Moshe Rabbeinu was saying, when should I daven? I'll daven now that it should be destroyed, that it should be finished by tomorrow. That's what Pari wanted it to be. He said, pray now, and that tomorrow it should be, the tzvardim should be gone. The man Teda ki Hashem ki ayin Hashem Elokeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu himself says that I'll do whatever you said, so it'll be a big kiddush Shem Shemayim, that you will know that there's nobody like Hashem Elokeinu that could accomplish all this. So how could we say that there is Tola HaGedula Boy, that he attributed the greatness to himself, and it's schmeckt from Gaiva a little bit, but Hashem, Moshe Rabbeinu himself said in Pasuk Vav, Vaeira Lamocha, you tell me when I should daven for it to be destroyed, and he said, the Pari said Lamocha by Yomer, and Moshe Rabbeinu said Kidvorcha, exactly as you said, it will be Laman Teda ki Hashem Elokeinu ki ein Hashem Elokeinu, that there's nobody like Hashem. So in other words, Moshe Rabbeinu right away is saying that the Kiddush Hashem that will be because Hashem is doing it all. So what does it mean? Hispo'er olai, test me. He's saying, test me to make a bigger Kiddush Shem Shemayim. So what does the Torah call that? Tola Gedula Boy, that he's attributing the feat of this accomplishment to himself. No, he's right away saying, it'll be like you said, Moshe Rabbeinu said, I'll daven today, and tomorrow you want it to be gone, it'll be gone tomorrow. Like you said. That there's nobody like Hashem. So you see, Moshe Rabbeinu is saying it. It's a tremendous Kiddush Hashem. He says, "You test me, but it's Rebbeinu Shalom that's doing everything." So perhaps we could answer this that even though, of course, Moshe Rabbeinu was Mekadosh Shem Shemayim, and he's saying, test me, just to show that Hashem can do it whenever Pari wants it to be done. But still, maybe the pshat is that the words, Hispo'er olai, test me, the words can be understood to mean Gaiva. Even though there was no Gaiva at all for Moshe Rabbeinu himself, because he only meant it should be a bigger Kiddush Shem Shemayim, test me and I will daven to Hashem to do it whenever you want. It'll be Lamochar. But the words, Hispo'er olai, the words of Gaiva, enough is enough that he has to be with tzorach lehis ametz batfila, he has to daven harder. So anyway, we see the answer to our question. Moshe Rabbeinu had to scream here, and the way we're understanding it, Moshe Rabbeinu had to scream that the tzvardim should be removed, even though it seems to be gaiva, but we're explaining that it can't be gaiva, but it can't be gaiva, but it's the words of gaiva. Even if there's no gaiva whatsoever that Moshe Rabbeinu intended, but the words that he used is words that can imply gaiva, and even that kind of a gaiva, where he meant it, where it was the great honor, but he said the words of gaiva, that itself might be the thing that the Torah means, that Vayitzak, it had to be Vayitzak, he had to scream harder, because there was some words of gaiva, even though no kavana of gaiva, even that is something that can prevent Hashem from accepting the tefillas. So this is our Musar HaSkel, that it's all up to us. If we want Hashem to accept our tefillas, we got to do something. We got to press a button. And what's that button? We got to work ourselves out to be anofim, to be humble, and then Hashem will more readily accept all our tefillas.